All right, hey all, this is Mr. Yeager. I wanted just to show you a little bit about what you're going to be doing with this physical chemical change activity throughout this week. It's really nothing too tough. I think the toughest thing that's going to happen is just making sure you get your pictures on right, and then everything else actually hopefully won't be that tough with it. So you'll get on its learning. You obviously see the activity. Again, I wish I could be there to do an actual lab with you, but this is I think a nice activity for us to try and something unique that you guys can make your own. But you're going to be clicking on your period, whether it's third or fourth period. You can see, again, this is all due by the end of your class on Friday is when I'm really going to start looking at these. But you click to your period, and you get to Jamboard. And I don't know whether you've done a Jamboard before or not. It's a Google thing. But it's a way that we can all kind of share what we're creating, and it's something that I can go back and look at. So the gist of the directions, you're working with up to 4 people. You're trying to find pictures or GIFs or some sort of clip, if you know how to put it in a clip on a Jamboard, of 2 examples of physical change and 2 examples of chemical change. We wanted just to make it visual so we can kind of go, okay, what am I seeing here? To know that this is why it's a physical or chemical change type of thing. You're going to add this to one of the posters, and I'll show you where to go for that. For one of your own examples, for just one of your examples, you want to tell me where there's 1 chemical property present and 2 physical properties seen. And again, you'll kind of write that down. I'll show you that. And then you are going to another group's, and you're going to add a sticky note with your names on it. And you're going to just explain why one of another group's examples, just one example on another group, not one on every group, just one example and you're done. Why it's a physical or chemical change, and again, a short statement. I'll show you my example there as well, okay? So here's my demo page so you can see what I've done. I have 2 GIFs on here and 2 pictures. You can see that, I labeled them chemical change, physical change, chemical change. You do want to do that. You will label them. So my 2 GIFs are chemical change. My 2 pictures are showing a physical change occurring, okay? And then right here, I wrote down chemical property, 2 physical properties that I can see in this GIF where the things are liquids and they're initially yellow or clear, and then the product is luminescent would be my chemical property. So there's my 2 physical properties and 1 chemical property explanation. And that's it. I didn't do it on any of my other pictures. And then technically this right here is my little sticky note, my little yellow sticky note here. That's what I would be doing on somebody else's page. And you can see I write, hey, this is a chemical change on this person's page because there's fire created, something new will be formed, and then I wrote my name, Yeager, okay? So that's what I would be expecting that you do on somebody else's page, and that's it. Then you're all done. So again, this last little part, the sticky note, you have to wait on somebody else being finished so that you can go to their page. So how do you actually use it? You'll go to one of the blank poster pages. You can pick any of them that are here. Make sure you add your names, and then nobody else can take that one, okay? But you'd go ahead and add your names to it. You can do that simply by, adding a text box over here, okay? You might even be able to modify. I think you can even modify the text box I have right there, to be honest. So you could actually go right there and mess with it some, okay? So you could add your names right there and everything. Then basically what you're going to be doing is doing the add image function here for the most part, okay? The nice thing is you could go straight to Google search and be looking up physical change, okay? Hopefully you have an idea of what you want to do, but you can look that up. I looked up ripping paper, for instance, to find that ripping paper, picture. So you just do that. And it should upload it nicely. You should be able to change the size of it, everything like that. For the GIFs, what you'll probably have to do is, and maybe other sites that have GIFs. I like the site Giphy. And so you can just look up. You can see I looked up fire, and you have all these crazy GIFs going on. Obviously, be a little careful. There could be some inappropriate ones. And obviously, I don't want to see anything like that. If there's something that you're not going to share with your parents, you're not going to clearly post on here. I'll just easily just take a picture of it and send it off to your parents and be like, what's your student doing? So please, nothing inappropriate. But when you're using one of these, Tom Hanks from Castaway, what you're going to have to do to make this work is you can't just copy image. If you copy image, it's going to copy a freeze frame of it. So you actually need to save the image on your computer, okay? If you're using a Chromebook, you'd have to save it onto your Google Drive, okay? So you save it, and then when you come back here, you can go ahead and upload. If you're using your own personal computer, you could easily probably find it in your files on your desktop, wherever you end up saving that GIF, and you just browse and add it, and very easily you're good to go, okay? Nothing too special there. If you're using a Chromebook, you upload out of your Google Drive. Don't go to this. I tried this, and maybe I'm not doing it right, but I went to Google Drive and tried to upload the GIF from my Google Drive that way. It didn't work. I had to go upload on a Chromebook, and again, I practice on a Chromebook as well. I upload on a Chromebook, and then I can find, I hit upload, I hit browse, and guess what? You'll find your Google Drive in this. Like your Google Drive will pop up and you can find it. And then it should work, okay? And hopefully all your GIFs work. If for some reason they don't, ask somebody around you, ask another group to see if they figured it out. By all means, send me a message. I'll try to help out there, okay? We can see what we can do with it, but hopefully it'll all work out fine. Sticky note, that's this little figure right there. You would just hit this on somebody else's page. You'd write in, this is more than that, hopefully not ASDFK and all that stuff. But you'd write in your explanation to somebody else, and that would then be posted on somebody else's page, again, with your names on it. Okay? So hopefully that'll all work out just fine. All right, take care.